5 signs that you are in an unhealthy relationship. If any of the 5 following signs rings true to you, it may be time to say goodbye to your relationship. The psychological cement of human society states that we should desire lasting connections. These very same connections can, however, be a breeding ground for trouble. While family relationships and friendships present their own set of problems, making a romantic relationship work in the long term and beyond the honeymoon phase can actually be very challenging. If your relationship is not salvageable, trying to rescue it can be more than just a waste of time. It can actually be a threat to your physical and mental health. You can save yourself a lot of trouble and come out the other end with your sanity intact if you spot the early warning signs. Here are 5 signs that your relationship is toxic and that you should let it go. Here are 5 signs that you are in an unhealthy relationship. Before we get into any of that though, please make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified every single time we post a new video, since that's by far the best way to support the channel. Now that that's out of the way, let's roll the tape. Number 1. Your expectations are big issues and miles apart. When we embark on a romantic relationship, we may differ in open on how to split or pay a restaurant bill, where to dine, how often to see one another, and whether to spend the time we spend together at home or going out at the weekends. If the differences you have with your partner are small, they should be easy to work out. But working things out is not always an option, especially when the difference in views is surrounding subjects such as monogamy, gender equality, politics, having kids, where to live, etc. If you are miles apart from your partner on the big issues, you need to face facts. You are not a good match, and your relationship is heading nowhere fast. Number 2, you or your partner's expectations in a relationship are outright grotesque. Some expectations are grotesque and are simply not reasonable. An example of this would be your partner expecting you to not drink and be the designated driver every time you go out, even though you both drive and both love a drink. It is also totally unacceptable to stop your partner socializing with friends or joining in an activity that he or she simply doesn't feel comfortable with. If you have expectations in a relationship that are unreasonable, accept that a breakup is pending. If it's your partner that's expecting you to do things you don't want to do or is stopping you from doing what you want, get out while you can. Number 3. There is no strong desire to promote each other's interest. For a relationship to be healthy, there needs to be a strong and mutual desire to promote each other's interests. This mutual desire to promote each other's interests is what makes a relationship strong. This means that both parties are willing to make sacrifices in order to do what's best for the other partner. An example of this would be canceling your plans at the weekend with your friends to look after your sick partner. This, of course, needs to be a two-way street. If you are constantly making sacrifices for your partner, but they aren't for you, it's time to throw in the towel. Number 4. There is a lack of trust. For a relationship to work, there must be a mutual trust. This trust not being restricted to one single event or situation. If you can only trust your partner in certain situations, but not all, trust is restricted and not healthy. In a healthy relationship, each partner earns the trust of the other. Trust should not be given openly at the start of a relationship, and you should never trust someone who simply isn't trustworthy. If you have problems with trust in a relationship, whether it's stems from past betrayal or difficulty in trusting others, you have a lot of work to do in order for your relationship to succeed. If the lack of trust is a one-way street and your partner is failing you in the trust department, it may be best for you to end the relationship before you get hurt. Number 5. There is a lack of respect. Your partner doesn't respect you or vice versa. Disrespect can be seen as the number 1 red flag in a relationship. Your relationship really is in a grim state and not worth saving if you and your partner don't respect each other. Mutual respect is a must for a healthy relationship. If your partner sees you as inferior or looks down on you, this is seen as disrespect and is the foundation for an asymmetric and toxic relationship. Whether it's you or your partner that is lacking respect in the relationship, it's time you ended things. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified every single time we post a new video, since that's by far the best way to support the channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.